Little Nitro.
Stacked.
If James lost, he'd have to eat a dub.
I'm not doing that. Did you see that clip of Deion Sanders?
You don't call Nick Saban Nick. Don't call me Deion.
Let me put some respect on his name. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Paul Rodriguez Show. It is Tuesday, the 10th of January, 2023. We're practically halfway through the new month of the new year. Producer James in the building, the man in the DF dub. Always rooting for the Dallas Cowboys. Wes Washington. Let's just forget about what happened on Sunday afternoon. It's no point in talking about it. Nobody showed up. It's like it never happened to me. All prayers up for Damar Hamlin. We're lucky and gracious and grateful for his speedy recovery. Everybody is back to business. Wes, Tampa Bay is going to get ready for the Dallas Cowboys this coming Monday night. Prime time, big game. Before we get to it, I just wanted to tease it just a little bit. The Chicago Bears locking up the number 1 seed, Houston Texans. Fire Lovie Smith after he gave Chicago the number 1 overall pick. How could that happen? Interesting minds want to know. First year, great season. Lovie Smith gets the axe. Houston, get it together, please. Anyways, Wes, come on, man, talk to me. How you feeling? Let's talk about the NFL first before we get into it. Our teams lost this week. We just got to be real with it. Detroit took an L. Dallas took an L. The NFL got a W. The NFL got a W. What was that, Wes?
Oh, you said Detroit took an L.
I'm sorry. Packers took an L.
How dare you?
I'm sorry. I was trying to...
see what you're doing there.
I was trying to, Wes wouldn't let me have it. Couldn't believe you, sir.
Even I was like, what?
Couldn't believe you, sir. How you feeling, Wes? You look good, man. I love that cowboy blue on you. You look so dashing.
I like blue.
Hey,
one of my favorite colors.
I gotta know. I just saw that. Are you trolling the Dallas Cowboys with your shirt right now, sir?
What do you mean?
Are you trolling the Dallas Cowboys? What does this say on your shirt?
Yeah, because we want to score. Yeah.
Want to score? Yeah, that'd be nice. That would be nice. Mike McCarthy, figure it out. Kellen Moore, figure it out. Bro.
First of all, Paul, you said Tampa Bay is getting ready for the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys need to get ready for Tampa Bay and Tom Brady. They need to wake up and get ready for something, because what happened on the field Sunday was just sad and despicable.
Embarrassing.
I mean, the only thing that was worse in football this past week would be what happened last night with TCU.
Yeah.
But it was just sad because, I mean, yeah, we got to give it to Washington. They have a good defense. They're pretty good they're really good on third down defense. But, man, it just – I don't understand how your starting quarterback, who was out 5 games. And leads the league in interceptions.
INTs.
Huh?
INTs all day.
And you always hear about this, Dak doesn't like turnovers. Well, stop turning it over then.
I agree with that. I don't want to hear any nonsense about, well, some of them were tipped balls. I don't care. Maybe you should have had a more accurate pass and the ball wouldn't have been tipped. How about that? How about we start running the ball more than 20 times a game? All I know is the statistic is clear. In order for Dallas Cowboys to get the victory on Monday night, they need to run the ball 20 times for Zeke and 20 times for Pollard. If they don't have 20 attempts rushing, you're losing Dallas. Real simple. And Dak Prescott does not need to throw the ball more than 15 times. He needs to have 15 attempts, and they need to run the ball over 40 times during that game. And the defense, you're going to have to figure it out. Because when y'all play on grass, natural grass, you're slow. You're real slow. And where did Dan Quinn want to get some unknown DB to play opposite of Diggs? I want to see what he's got against Terry. Scary Terry. You want to put your weakest DB on Terry McLaurin, and you're going to let the You're going to let the rookie Hal from the Fighting Mac Browns in North Carolina throw his first pass to be a touchdown to Scary Terry. I don't understand. It's like nobody practiced the whole week. Nobody gave a crap about practicing, preparing, looking mentally tough. It's like, look, man, someone needs to go to Moron Mountain. Somebody needs to get the ball from the Monstars because somebody stole all the Dallas Cowboys talent. Please get that ball back from Moron Mountain because the Monstars from Space Jam done stole all the talent from the Dallas Cowboys this past Sunday. And I hope to God that he gets back to them in time before Monday night's game against Tampa Bay. Wes?
Man, and that's the thing about it, though. You know, Jerry even said this morning, he was like, yes, McCarthy came to him, said we had a bad week of practice. You know, that hadn't looked good. And you kind of wondering, like, well, why is Jerry just like, oh, well, he said he had a bad week of practice. Well, why are you having a bad week of practice?
The last week of the season.
Like, why would you have a bad week of practice now? If you had a bad week of practice, maybe I should have practiced some more.
Exactly. Or
somebody should have did something different. Because I'm just saying, man, you can't go into the playoffs limping, and these is limping like a, you know what I'm saying? Like it's despicable to get beat like that when you claim that you're a Super Bowl contender.
I don't know how you would have the gumption to tell your boss, we didn't have a good week of production. We didn't have a good week of anything. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like you're getting ready to get fired or you're anticipating being terminated from your position. Because right now I would never go to my boss. Nobody on this earth who has a 9-to-5 would go to their boss and say, "Oh, we weren't up to snuff. We didn't take care of business." Well, then how the hell are you going to do your job if you can't even do the small things correctly? How are you going to go out and perform? It is just unimaginable how you could go out and admit to your boss, "Oh, well, we didn't have a good week of practice." Well, isn't that your job to ensure that these players are, one, prepared, and two, you're holding them accountable to do their job effectively? Now, to me, that is a sign of bad leadership. Mike McCarthy has never been one to where we put leadership hand in hand when we talk about Mike McCarthy. But something's got to give. Somebody's got to step up and take care of business, or it's going to be one and done, and we can all play, Wheel of Fortune, or we can play Price is Right, and I can say, Sean Payton, come on down and be the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, which everybody thinks I'm nuts about. But, and this was me saying this long before everybody today on every sports show in the United States talking about Sean Payton going to Dallas if Dallas is one and done. I've been saying it since the middle of the year. I want Sean Payton in Dallas. But they played so well, they locked up 12 victories, despite Dak being gone for 5 and Dak being the leader of interceptions during the regular season. It's unimaginable how this team is going to produce in the postseason on a natural surface with all of the turnovers and what seems to be the pass rush and the effectiveness of moving the quarterback out of the pocket has just gone away. Wes, is everything we pretty much outlined what Dallas needs to do? Run the ball 40 times or more, throw less than 15, and the pass rush needs to get there for the defense. It seems pretty damn simple. Am I missing something?
Well, what we're missing, I mean, even though we say it all the time, with the Dallas Cowboys, it starts from the top. And first of all, Jerry's got too many excuses. He's got excuse for everything.
Yeah, he does.
He's got excuse for everything. And that's the problem. You say, "Oh, we want Sean Payton." What makes you think that Jerry effing Jones is going to do something different than he's done in the past? How long did that wait on Jason Garrett?
10 years.
Huh?
10 years.
Wait for Jason Garrett, who was not even close to, I don't think, as productive as McCarthy. I don't think his records were as good as Mike McCarthy.
8-8.
Yeah. I mean, have you noticed how Jason Garrett is just picking the Cowboys apart? He's just talking so much smash. It's like, what was that fiery little attitude when you were here, Jason Garrett? Son of a. Anyway, but also like
I got a theory. Maria Taylor got a hold of him.
And that's the thing. It's like, are they going to change their ways? Why is nobody getting fired up? Why is McCarthy not at the saying, having his Green moment? What's Dennis Green moment, hitting the table like, oh, they thought we were, like talking about get mad. Let's see some emotion instead of this. Oh well, we didn't have a good reading practice, and everything's gonna be all right. Everything ain't all right. Things are not good.
I don't know.
I don't know what games y'all are watching. Things are not good, and the team doesn't look good. Dak doesn't look good. Kellen Moore's play calls, awful. Defense. I mean, Michael Parsons looks good at times, but he's definitely not Michael from last year.
He's hurt, man.
They're not moving him around.
Yeah, I think he's really hurt.
We're missing pieces.
Yeah,
but somebody's got to step up and do something. It seems like, and I've seen it in the past where guys are just happy to be a Dallas Cowboy.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey, I'm a Dallas Cowboy. But they don't want to win for the Dallas Cowboys. They don't want to be part of that history and take their history to another level. And, it's hard to watch at times, man.
What I want to see from the Dallas Cowboys defensive line this week is I want to see Micah Parsons on the edge. I want to see Sam Williams, the rookie out of Ole Miss, off the edge, because that dude's got some dog in him. He's a guy. He's a player. And then I want to see Armstrong at DT, and I want to see DeMarcus Lawrence at DT as well. Have a back from in the late or the early 2000s with the Giants, they had that NASCAR package. Get your NASCAR package. Let everybody play zone. You're going to have to attack the feet of Tom Brady to get him off his platform and get him frustrated, because as soon as you get that dude emotional, he'll start making mistakes. He's the GOAT. I get it. He's got the rings. Dude's got the hardware. But if you start getting at his feet, he's going to start dancing, and he ain't going to like it. And I want to see that NASCAR package get after that weak offensive line for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And on the flip side, Dallas needs to run downhill. Do not get in third and long. Do not get behind the chains, and do not commit stupid penalties. You need to run the ball no matter the gain you're getting. If you're getting one, fine. But in the fourth quarter, then you'll start breaking. And they need to keep the discipline, and that's going to be all on Kellen Moore's shoulders. And if they don't do that, it's an L. And it's one and done, and we're going to see what Jerry Jones is going to do Tuesday afternoon.
Well, what Kellen Moore does is his theory, I think, is he wants to throw it on first down to get a few yards. Then he wants to run it on second down, and then he thinks that he's going to have the option on third down if they can make it close.
That only works if you have an elite quarterback. And they don't have it. Sorry for all the Dak fans out there. He ain't elite. He's okay. He's average.
I mean, he's just not accurate. He's not consistent. And then but everybody wants to bring Romo back. But it's like, what did Romo do differently?
Trash.
Besides lose. So I mean, just Cowboy fans, forget about Romo. Just let that go. That's done. But I don't know what you can do with Dak to make him better. I don't know if he needs to get it, throw it more in practice or work with his receiver more or whatever. But they got to figure something out, and I think it's got to start with Kellen Moore, because I have a feeling that it's not going to end well Monday. But going into next year, I think you got to do something, and I think it's got to start with Kellen Moore. It's got to start with Dak. But I just don't see Jerry being the way Jerry has been in the past, walking away from Mike McCarthy. If you look at Wade Phillips, you look at Jason Garrett. I mean, because those guys, I don't even think had the records that McCarthy's had is, because can you really count the season that Dak broke his Because that was, I don't know even know explain what that season was, but dude, they're frustrating to watch.
Wes, here's something interesting you brought up, and I want to kind of propose this. Are we giving Mike McCarthy the credit for the past 2 years being 12-5, or do we need to give a much more credit to the defense of Dan Quinn? Because when Mike McCarthy had his own D coordinator, Nolan, that defense was historically garbage. Like, not even kind of joking. It was statistically one of the worst defense the NFL has ever seen. And it totally flips. And who's the constant? McCarthy was the constant. Kellen Moore was calling plays on offense, and Nolan was the D coordinator. Well, when you change the D coordinator, they went from, I don't know what the record was when Mark McCarthy's first year there. James, if you can help me with that, first year Mark McCarthy in Dallas. But the past 2 years have been 12-5. And 12-5 has gotten you that gets you a home playoff game last year against the 49ers. Tough team, well coached. You got bounced in the first round in a home game. This year, the second year being 12-5, you're playing a road game in Tampa, who you played. This will be the third game in 2 years. And it's a formidable opponent. Good running game, 2 elite receivers. One is going to be a Hall of Famer. Well, one at least is going to be a Hall of Famer in Julio Jones. He's still there, but he ain't what he was. You got a good tight end. You got good.
Did I have Goodwin?
Yeah, that's the 2 good receivers I'm talking about. Where I have Julio Jones. Yeah, they got Evans. They got Godwin. They got Jones.
Okay.
6-10.
6-10 the first year. And then you go 12-5 back to back with Dan Quinn being the difference. And that just tells me Dan Quinn is the factor in all this. And Dan Quinn is going to get a head coaching job next year. So why would you want, if you're Jerry Jones, why the hell would you want McCarthy back? It makes no sense. You're going to lose Dan Quinn. You're going to lose Dan Quinn, and you're going to go let McCarthy hire a new DC? Who are you hiring?
Dude, you know Jerry ain't getting rid of Mike, dude.
Bro, you're probably right. History tells us you're correct. History tells us that. But geez, you got to go back. You're going to go 12-5, and then 6-10 again? No way Jerry's doing that at 81 years old.
Dude, how many years did Jason Garrett go 8-8?
But remember, here's the difference. Jason was a Dallas Cowboy as a player. He won that big game in Thanksgiving the year they won the Super Bowl in 95. He was adopted. He's an adopted Jones. Wes, we all know that. It kind of pseudo came out that way. He was a Jones. He'll always be a adopted Jones.
Jason Garrett can pseudo kiss my ass.
Okay, so here's the difference. If Kellen Moore gets a head job and Quinn gets a head job, who is Mike McCarthy going to bring in if they stay? You know what I'm saying? They're going to get bounced out, one and done in this year's playoffs. God forbid. And those 2 coordinators are going to get head coaching jobs.
Did you say Kellen Moore?
Bro, Kellen Moore's getting a head coaching job.
That's bad as what the Cardinals did when they hired Cliff Kingsbury.
Listen, let me tell you what. Let me tell you the only team I think Sean Payton's going to that would be a lock, and that's if McVay leaves L.A. because Sean Payton already lives in Los Angeles. Otherwise, come on. Come on to Dallas. Come on home.
I think there's too many spots opening up. You got to realize we got Arizona, you got Houston, you got the Colts.
I don't know. Jeff Saturday could come back. That ain't official yet.
Man,
you hope it's official. I hope it's official for Jim Irsay's sake. But he's gonna be the guy making the call.
I just think there's a lot of teams out there where they're gonna make some big offers at Sean Payton. You got Carolina's job still open, right?
That's probably gonna be one open for sure.
And then your boy in Washington. If they can could figure out a way to get Sean Payton, I'm sure they would say peace out to Ron Rivera.
Yeah, 100%. But I think Sean Payton wants to go one or two places. He wants to go to L.A. or he wants to go to Dallas. It's one of the two.
That's what you're hoping. That's what you're hoping. And I
No,
just can't
I'm
imagine
serious.
anybody saying, you know what, man, Kellen Moore has looked good. Let's give him our head coaching job. Maybe a college team. I know my old high school, the McNeil Mavericks, they probably need a head coach. They could hire him.
Bro, you just disrespectful right there, man. That's disrespectful.
What?
That's disrespect, James.
We had a comment in the chat that said Jerry already said if we get knocked out first round, Mike ain't going anywhere, which I just validated.
Okay, no. That's not what Jerry said. Jerry didn't say Mike's not going anywhere.
We said Mike McCarthy's job is safe regardless.
Okay, how many times has Jerry said that and then fired a coach?
I don't know.
Yeah, right. I know. Dallas fans know. Dallas fans know. Ask Wade Phillips. Ask Jimmy Johnson.
How long was Wade Phillips there when it happened?
I think 4 years, 5 years.
And Jimmy Johnson, that was
an ego fire.
Yeah. I don't think Mike McCarthy has got the ego of Jimmy Johnson.
Listen, man, Sean Payton came in when Bill Parcells came and revamped the Dallas Cowboys and brought up Romo, brought up all these cheap players, and they turned into a decent squad once Mr. T.O., get your popcorn ready, came over. And all I'm saying is you can do the same thing. You just got to get rid of some pieces. And people don't want to hear what I got to say about getting rid of pieces. And that's okay. We appreciate y'all watching anyways. But listen, if it's me and they go one and done, if I'm Jerry, I'm telling Sean Payton, I got $15 million a year for 5 years. I'll trade anybody you want. You get the keys to the Jeep. Let's go win a Super Bowl. And here's the difference. If Coach Taylor in Cincinnati can take a second-year quarterback to the Super Bowl, now granted he's got some badass receivers with Chase, Higgins, and Boyd, you got to bring in Sean Payton and let him do his dance in Dallas when he's already had a relationship with Jerry Jones when he was the offense coordinator for Bill Parcells. So
you said if they're one and done, what if they advance to the next round and then they lose?
Then Mike McCarthy will be back, and we'll all be talking about.
Well, if you were GM,
I would have fired Mike McCarthy
already
at the first year. 6-10, yeah, I would have been like, sorry, you're done.
God damn!
You brought in that trash staff, and the only reason Kellen Moore was OC was because Jerry said so. That's the only reason.
Beating Tampa Bay in the first round don't mean shit.
But here's the thing, Jerry. If Jerry gets a W, and depending on how that goes, Dallas could get a home game. Depends. I don't know if it will, but it depends. That'd have to be a big victory by Seattle. Listen, we all said at the beginning of the season, what's a successful season? Playing in the championship game, the AFC championship game. I mean NFC championship game.
Yeah.
That's the only successful season.
You think that's a successful season?
That's it. That's the bare minimum.
It depends on who you ask.
That's true. That's true. But in this show, I think we all agreed.
For you guys.
Well, for your different story because you're a different cat.
Man, here you go.
You ain't even in the dance. I don't know why you talking.
Hey.
Man, that's called making a progress if you go to the NFC Championship. That's a successful season. When you're talking about a team that hadn't sniffed it in how many years?
It's going on 30.
Come on, dude.
Going on 30.
I got you. I get you got your military haircut, but you ain't got to be a kid.
Dang. Did you just try to call him G.I. Jane?
Why you hating, bro? Why you hating?
He just tried to call you G.I. Jane, bro.
Paul, that's when you're supposed to say, keep my producer's name out your mouth.
You had to chime in about your team there.
They keep heckling me in the peanut gallery over there.
Don't you worry about them.
All right.
If you wouldn't have put that little message out after the Dallas Cowboy game, maybe they wouldn't be chirping.
It It is what it is.
It's all right. I screenshotted it. I don't know if
Oh,
you saw
I know.
it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I did.
I was like, I'm just go ahead and take this real quick. Y'all haven't seen it? Go check out. Well, it's not on. It's not on the. I think it is. Anyways, y'all find it on social media. We're up against a break. Wes, we're gonna reload with you. Let's go ahead and get into a break. 7:59 when we come back, about 8:05. Appreciate everybody chiming in. Appreciate you watching. Love the comments. Keep them coming. Just keep it all football. I love to see it.
It's great to be back, man. I miss you guys.
Yeah,
It is fun.
You can give me some time to say my farewell piece of the season for my Packers.
We'll have plenty of time at the end of the show.
And then we got the pick'ems, and then we got the playoff pick'ems.
That's right.
Yeah,
We got the final. We got the regular season champion. We got to give credit to last week's champion, week 17's champion, and then records get reset for the playoffs.
Yeah.
I didn't win.
Oh, you won. You won. All right, give us a few minutes. We'll be back. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is that time to get into, those of us who have crowns and to show them off. And want to give props to Week 17's champ, West Washington. Where's your crown, sir? Let me see the crown. I know you have one. Man, look at this dude stunting over here. But watch out with your hair, bro. We don't want anything to fall out. Be careful.
Man, this is my hair, bro. It's connected to me. I ain't got no extensions. Whoever Brandon talking crazy, bro, I ain't got no extensions. It's all natural, son.
Mickey, please.
Ain't nothing but juices and berry, homie.
Juices and berries. What are you, coming to America?
Hey, calm down, Wes. You thought I was short.
Don't get short with me, guys. All right, so those of us with crowns have our crowns. Week 17's champ was West Washington. Let's get into Week 18. I ended up being the champion with overall record of, what was it, like 159 or 169, something like that.
That's all you're going to give me, though? What about a comeback? What a great week I called. Dude, I can't believe that's it.
What were you like 13-1, 14-1?
Something like that. I think I only missed one game, right?
Yeah, I think you only had one L.
I have a graphic for our overall records.
Yeah, let's bring that up.
Season records, okay.
I want to make sure that Wes gets his time, though, and gets his shine, because, I don't want him to say, I never got to wear my name.
Yeah, oh, okay. I see
because it's possible. Yeah.
Makes sense. All right, I'm pretty proud of this one.
All right, let's see the work James put in. Oh, watch out now. I love the face, too. The face kind of rounded it all out.
Why did mine get changed?
Because you're like, how did I end up second place?
Well, you called the shitty week. Sorry, buddy. Should have picked the right teams. Although it was a wash, because this week was some people started, some people played, some people didn't play, like the Dallas starters, and so it was kind of a rough road to hoe. But I'm proud of James. He came back from a pretty substantial deficit to kind of catch up, and Wes is lucky he didn't catch him because he was nipping on his heels.
Yeah.
Pretty good week, though. Last 3 weeks, you did pretty exceptional. I'm pretty impressed on. I don't know what you did differently, but you did something different.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just worked out that way.
Yeah, I mean, some games I was like, I mean, it's hard to predict the upsets, of course. But some games I'm kind of like, I might see an upset here or something. I had nothing to lose. I was at dead last, so I'm gonna risk it all. It's not like I can fall any further.
So this is the first year we did the pick'ems and tracked them throughout the year, and we'll do it again for next season as well. But it is Super Wild Card Weekend, and the records have been changed back to 0. So now anybody has a chance to gain the crown. And James, yes, your crown will count if you do indeed win one of the weeks for the Super Wild Card Week, divisional round, or conference champion, or Super Bowl. So looky here. If you win outright, you could win this week, because there's 2 games for me and Wes that we both differentiate upon. So basically the Jags and Tampa have to win, and everybody else has to put an L out there. So, yeah, you need the Jags and Tampa.
Yeah.
And the Giants, apparently.
Yeah, I was kind of split on the Jags and Chargers. That's kind of like, I don't know, I feel like that one's going to be a fun game. I mean, the Super Wild Card Weekend. What's better? It's
going to be fun. Seattle, San Francisco kick off that first week. Wes, let's break these games down a little bit. What is your outlook for Brock Purdy leading the San Francisco 49ers? Probably shouldn't say Brock. I should probably say CMC McCaffrey to go ahead and probably lead that running attack. Debo's coming back. He looked pretty good. Didn't play that much this past weekend. But we all know Shanahan's going to have them ready to go. Do you see this game being close at all? Right now, I think the line is 10 points. Seattle is a 10-point underdog.
I can tell you the truth, dude. I give it up to Geno Smith for doing he did I think a great job this year getting that team, because nobody picked Seattle to make it to the playoffs. I don't even think people picked them. I think everybody picked them last in that division for sure, from what I understand. they didn't think that they could do it. So give it up for them. But I just think San Francisco's defense and the way they got everything going and the way they can protect Purdy and not make him try to do anything, kind of like what the Cowboys did when they had Cooper Rush, and just don't make it too hard for him. Don't throw too many plays at him, and if you can run the ball, that makes it a lot easier. So he doesn't have to go out and win the game. He's just got to not turn the ball over and don't kill him. So I like the 49ers, but mad props to the Seahawks for making the playoffs.
It's going to be interesting to see. I don't know, James. Did you have anything on this game, this matchup?
On San Francisco?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be all San Francisco.
Think it's going to be a runaway?
Yeah. I mean, San Francisco's. I mean, they're hot. I feel like, but I mean, how long is this? Like, Purdy's doing pretty solid.
I like Geno. I just don't know if Geno has enough. I don't know if he has enough to win. Yeah. I think Seattle covers because 10 points is a lot. I get it. They're playing in Santa Clara, but I like Seattle to cover the line, cover the spread, but I think San Francisco ends up getting things done. What's going to happen if, and God forbid, what happens if Purdy gets hurt? Does McCaffrey take the snaps? Debo take the snaps? I don't know who their backup quarterback is because this will be their fourth-string quarterback.
You got to have one.
It's got to be. I don't know what the depth chart is for that San Francisco team. James will probably give us that answer here in a minute. Wes, let's move on to the Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. James, when you have it, give me a heads up, please.
Okay.
Jacksonville looked good this past week. They won the division. They won the game over the Titans. James?
It says his name, Josh Johnson.
Josh Johnson, okay.
Pulling up his
formerly at Washington, formerly of the Redskins.
I believe so. It says he's from San Diego College. He's 36 years old.
Yeah, he's an older guy.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Josh Johnson, good luck if you have to play. Jacksonville won the big game this past week in the divisional title over the Titans. Impressive win for Trevor. It was the defense played exceptionally well, too. Doug Peterson's definitely going to have that team ready to go. I'm looking forward to a solid win by the Los Angeles Chargers. The line on this game moved to even, so the spread is at even right now. It's a toss-up, anybody's game. Will Justin Herbert have enough to take care of business against Trevor Lawrence? Wes, do you like Trevor or do you like Justin in this matchup?
Actually, in this matchup, I like as you can see, I took the Jags. I like Trevor Lawrence. You got to watch out here. What was Doug Peterson's team like when he took the Philadelphia Eagles to the Super Bowl? I believe they were kind of similar.
Yeah.
So, I just like the Jags at home. Even though coming into the season, we expected a lot more from the Chargers, but give them respect for changing their culture or changing their ways or whatever, and getting back into the mix of things and making the playoffs. But yeah, I like the Jags. I like Sunshine down there. They're running the ball pretty good with ETN too. So.
Yeah, I like Herbert here in this matchup. I think the running game is going to be really exceptional for the Chargers. We all know Eckler can handle his business, right? I mean, we know that he does fantastic. And then Mike Williams appears to be healthy. So does Keenan Allen. And, of course, they have another great receiver and tight end with Garrett. I can't remember the last name for Garrett, the tight end. But there's a lot of weapons on that team. The defense would have been a little bit more healthy if J.C. Jackson didn't injure his knee midway through the year. So I like the Chargers. That's actually going to be my sleeper pick. I think they're going to be the dark horse who could challenge in the next round if depending on who they have to play, if they have to go to Buffalo, if they have to play Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. We all like Buffalo. We're split on the Giants. I like the G-Men. So does James. Wes, tell me, brother, what is it? You're a believer in Kirk Cousins now? What is it about Minnesota? Or is it just that it's the home game? Why you're taking them?
It's the home game, and also I have more faith in Kirk Cousins than Daniel Jones.
Okay.
I just like them. And plus, I'm just not. I can't cheer for the Giants. I can't stand the Giants.
Well, it's better for Dallas if we play. It's better for Dallas if the Giants win and Dallas wins. But again, Dallas has to win. Right, I get it.
Worried about Dallas winning?
Yeah, man. Obviously, you can see what's right there on my pick in the last row there. We all like Cincy. I'm the sole dancer of the Dallas Cowboys. I rode with them all year. I ain't gonna stop now.
Me too.
I rode with them all year. Not every game.
What was it? Week 1 or week 2?
Well, it was definitely the Green Bay game. We did not agree on that one.
Well, that turned out,
Sure. It turned out with you not making the playoffs. That's what it turned out to be.
I think it was times James picked them and I didn't pick them.
That's because you were being a challenging person. You just chose to be oppositional.
He still is.
And they still lost. And then they still won. And then you still have a tantrum about it. I mean, we get it. I understand.
They lost some of those that I picked.
Green Bay.
Didn't I take Green Bay?
Yes, you did take Green Bay. We don't want to let people see the,
That was for my buddy, though, man. I had to show my buddy James some love.
Yeah. Go Cowboys.
Did y'all see my picture?
Yes, dude. That's what I was going to ask you next. Who gifted you that wonderful image? That's a beautiful. Who gave that to you? Cool, do you want to say?
My buddy Timbo Slice. He hangs out with me up at the Bar Gecko.
That's cool, man.
I got him a Texas Tech shirt, and he was like, "Oh man, I'm gonna get you a gift." And then he was trying to put it together and for me, and it's pretty sweet.
I mean, like it.
Yeah,
I might get rid of that picture though.
No, leave that picture in there. I like that.
That's cool.
It was seen across the globe, Wes. Across the world, it was seen.
We'll see.
You're an international star. You're huge. You're everywhere.
I bet they were like, "Who's that former athlete?"
Yeah, they're like, "When did he play?"
Who's that guy with those extensions?
What if like the CBS or whoever they just had like former Cowboys athlete, like no name or no nothing?
Man, that's rough, bro. That's rough. That's when they showed Nate Newton up there and just like, who's this dude? It's like, dude, that's Nate Newton, 3-time Super Bowl champion.
It could be close.
Yeah, Tampa Bay is going to be running with Wes and James. I'm picking Dallas. It is what it is. I understand the situation. I understand Tom is 7-0 against the Dallas Cowboys. Lifetime record. I know it's on grass. I know the Dallas defense is slow on grass. I know that Dallas can't stop the run. Leonard Fournette is going to be a powerful back. And I know the GOAT's back there. And he's got some big targets. I'm still riding with Dallas. I don't care. If I lose, I lose. I'm going to lose my way. Or I could talk a whole lot of shit next week. Whole lot.
But have you seen the Dallas secondary?
Yeah, dude. I know Bland's back there. I know some dude, Wheeler's back there. I hope he doesn't get on the field.
Is Bland back there?
He should.
Bland actually was playing pretty good.
Right, and that's my point. Is like, why the hell is Dan Quinn trying to get unknown DBs, probably picked in the 7th round, to see what they can do against Scary Terry? He can't do anything. It's Terry McLaurin, dude.
I'm just saying, Paul, you can get 150 receiving yards against this Dallas Cowboys secondary.
Bro, if I'm running a hitch route, yeah, you're probably right. And it's gonna take the whole season. And I'm gonna box out. I'm gonna box out anybody. I'm gonna run me a 5-yard hitch, and I'll be out of breath after that, and I'm gonna go sit down. That's it. I did my thing. I get you a first down. If it's 37, I'm gonna get 8 yards. I'm gonna come back to the QB. I'm gonna get that first, and then I'm gonna go sit down.
They gonna try to tackle you.
Shit, I'm gonna fall down. They don't need to tackle me. I'm gonna fall down. I'm gonna get right to the sticks and go down. Don't worry about hitting me, Jack. I don't think so. I don't think so. Ain't gonna happen. All right, folks. Those are our picks for this coming Super Wild Card weekend. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be enjoyable. I just hope. I hope that this can come to fruition. Ladies and gentlemen, we need all the support to get Little Nitro into the jowls. the jowls of West Washington, ladies and gentlemen. I need this man. I need that wonderful cap to have a nice bead of sweat lined around the brim so that we can have nothing but pure entertainment as West Washington takes on the Little Nitro Challenge.
If that happens, are we doing like a special show? Like,
out of studio? I'm gonna see if we can facilitate some kind of appropriate surroundings with maybe up in Dallas. Maybe the Chandelier Room would be available for a one-time episode.
First of all, well, that ain't gonna be ready until the end of May. Anyway, if
that one.
Do it, we're gonna have to have medical staff nearby. The thing is gonna kill me.
It's not gonna kill you.
I'm way too old for it, man.
I'm certified in CPR. I'm certified in CPR.
The hospital. You've seen the videos, but here's the difference, Wes. Those people who do those videos, they don't eat spicy Mexican food like you do. You enjoy the salsas. You enjoy the different condiments. You enjoy the capsaicin that is inside of all of these hot ingredients. Don't you worry, you pretty little Dallas Cowboy head. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about a thing.
I mean, the show's gonna become real famous after that because they're gonna like, oh man, they did a podcast where this big black dude died from eating one of
You are not gonna
gummy worms.
Don't you worry about that, Wes. James knows CPR. We're gonna get you the greatest medical attention.
Whoa.
Don't you worry about a thing.
Dude, don't start rubbing your lips.
Look, LL. You don't kind of.
First of all, you don't do it with your mouth anymore. They got the little things you pump into the.
What?
You don't do it with the mouth anymore. They got like a thing.
Well, I don't have a thing, so.
I forgot what it's called. I used to be a lifeguard. But
you were.
I can't remember what it was.
Getting your David Hasselhoff on?
Did you wear those little shorty shorts?
You know he did.
You wore those little shorty shorts?
Come on, man.
You wore them John Stockton specials? I know you wore them John Stockton specials.
Especially right after leg day.
Yeah, the little shorty shorts with the little crease at the end.
Oh, man. Right after I said, you know what, I'm so happy to be back with you guys, and I just missed y'all so much. And then here it comes,
Well, if you weren't such a Dallas Cowboy like apologist, well, maybe we wouldn't pick on you so much. But you just want to score. Do you want to score?
I'm still trying to figure out his mentality for like picking against them every week, and then he shows up like just draped in like
dripped out.
Yeah,
dripped out with Dallas Cowboy gear.
I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. I don't understand why y'all so confused.
So then why don't you pick them?
Because they're not good right now. I'm just being real.
All right.
That's true.
But week after week after week, I mean, there was some games where I'm not a fan, but I mean,
towards the end of the season, he did pick Dallas like 3 weeks in a row. He did do that.
They play some really bad teams.
They lost to one of them. They lost to two of them.
No.
Two of them they lost to.
Well, apparently they weren't that bad, though.
True.
They lost to Jacksonville. We thought they weren't that bad.
They shouldn't have lost to Jacksonville, though. We all know that. They shut it down in the third quarter. That's all I got to say about that.
We don't. But it just seems like when the game has some pressure to it, it seems like they just kind of like they can't muster it up. They shrink up, as to say. What happened? They heard, oh man, you can maybe win the division if you beat Washington. Oh, we forgot how to play. Dak forgot how to hit wide receivers.
Twice.
Yeah. Oh, hey, if you beat Jacksonville, you can catch the Eagles.
Don't you worry about a thing. Well, all that is over now. The new day is upon us. The Monday night game between Tampa Bay and Dallas Cowboys will be the main event for the end of Super Bowl Wild Card Weekend, which I'm looking forward to tremendously. I think a lot of people are going to be tuning in for that game. Wes, are you shocked that they chose Dallas Tampa Bay to be the Monday night game? I was kind of surprised, to be honest.
Well, why don't they need a Monday night game? I don't like it. Because you know what? Monday night was supposed to be a holiday, isn't it?
It is a holiday.
So, yeah. So we were supposed to, people are supposed to be off that day. So I'd rather do it Sunday because I feel like they're going to break my heart. So I might have a few more cocktails than need be. And I don't want to have to wake up and take kids to school all hungover. So now I can't drink.
Well, I mean, you think you go out and you enjoy the festivities of Monday, and then you go home and watch the game. To me, for guys like me, I have the day off, and then get to watch football later at night, regardless if I have to wake up for work.
I mean, you get to do that against Cincinnati, Tampa, or Cincinnati, Baltimore. You can enjoy that game because you're off the next day.
I've decided I might as well start dry January. Start no more drinking.
Dry January. Well, I'll pray for you. I'll pray for you.
Oh man, I'll just start my. I've taken on this new glaucoma medicine, so I have to chill out with the drinking.
I get it. I understand. We want to make sure your health is paramount, Wes. We want to make sure that you are in the utmost health for your well-being and for ours as well. We need you around, buddy. I want you around. I don't know about James.
Come on, man. Of course I do.
Hey, I got that shirt, James. I got the same shirt.
Really? Where'd you buy it? Because I got it as a Christmas gift.
Where'd I buy it?
Yeah.
Man,
I want to say.
questions.
I opened it and I was like, "This looks like a Target shirt."
Probably is a Target shirt.
It looks like one, and it feels like.
I get a lot of my shirts from Target.
Oh, we know. We know.
What's wrong with Target?
There's nothing wrong with Target.
Target.
Gee, I mean, you that bougie?
No, not at all.
Have you not seen the TikToks where the lady, she goes out and she goes to Walmart and then she comes back, she was like, and dog's like, "Hey mom, what you doing?" It's like, "Oh, Walmart didn't have what I needed." And then she's like, "Well, what's she gonna do?" "I'm gonna go change and go to Target." And she goes and puts on nicer clothes and then she goes to Target.
What you doing on TikTok, Wes?
You on TikTok, bro? What's your handle on TikTok?
My handle? I don't know.
Throwaway 344.
But you get connected to TikTok on everything.
User
there's
ID.
TikToks on Facebook. There's TikTok on everything.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You do get corrupted sometimes. 8:28. Let's get into a quick break. 8:29 now. Let's get into a quick break. We'll reset. I don't know. I'm going to leave it up to y'all what y'all want to talk about. We can get off the rails if y'all want, or we can go a little bit more into, it's the new year. We really didn't have much talk about the new year. But I don't know. We'll talk about it in the break. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Appreciate you watching. Shout out to S. Sanchez. Hey, yo, it's Bread. Shout out to you. Mickey, what up? Carla, always super fan. Carla, we appreciate you in the chat. I think I saw King James in there too, although he is right in front of me. So shout out to all y'all. No, we're not talking about teams that lose and are not in the playoffs. I had to clarify that. You want to talk about Aaron? Let's talk about Aaron.
Hey, you said it's our choice when we come back.
Let's talk about Aaron.
All
Let's
right.
talk about Aaron when we come back. All right. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Thank you. appreciate y'all tuning in or sticking with us. 8:36, back at it. We did tease before we left. We would be talking about the ultimate guy quarterback, probably arguably the best to ever play the position, Aaron Rodgers. Lots of speculation on his future with Green Bay or as a quarterback in the NFL. Want to give turn it over a little bit to James. Let him give his thoughts basically on the post-game interview with Aaron Rodgers, saying that he would not rule anything out regarding his future in the NFL. James?
What do you want to know?
Everything.
Well, I'll just go ahead and start off with the our season, of course. Mm-hmm. I know everyone's dying to hear it. So I did, obviously like halfway through our season, I was like, ain't shit happening. Our receivers weren't catching the ball. Mm-hmm. Things just weren't syncing up. And I was like, all right, I didn't expect to make the playoffs. So, towards the end when they were like, win and get in, I was excited. How can you not be as a fan of this team? And fortunately, it didn't work out for us. I was pissed. I ain't gonna lie. I was pretty pissed. But like I always say, it's another like good, memorable time that I had with my son because, he's a Packers fan, of course. And, he was looking forward to it, kept asking me, when do we play? What time is the game? So we went out to eat, grabbed some barbecue, went home.
Word.
So I'm going to get showered up, ready for bed. That way, I let him stay up a little late so he can watch the game. He was upset.
Yeah.
I was mad. He was upset. But it feels good to be the one that's like, I feel like I'm the one that's being like man, that's the way it plays out, So it was a good time. I watched the game with him and watching Cobb and Rodgers walk through the tunnel. I was like, oh, man, dude, this might be it. And I didn't think it last year. I didn't think it any other year except for this year. I'm like, this might be it, dude. Just because, the season that we had, it takes time to build the chemistry with your wide receivers, whoever you may bring in. Losing Devontae Adams was a big loss to us and also to him, as everyone has seen. But disappointed is at the end of the season. I don't know, man. I think this might be it for Rodgers.
What are you disappointed in, the season or the play?
Yeah, I'm disappointed in the season. I don't know. Green Bay Packers have been in playoff contention. This is the first year they missed since 2018.
Yeah.
And so making all the NFC championships, where I feel like we were like at our peak within this past, 10 years maybe, since they won the Super Bowl. And it's always the same teams, 49ers. It was the Seahawks before them. But, yeah, so I was disappointed.
Okay. Your outlook on Rodgers with Green Bay, do you think if he hangs it up, it will be on another team's roster, or do you think that he'll hang it up with the Dallas Cowboys? I'm sorry, with the Green Bay Packers.
Whoops. No. I think he wants to hang it up with the Packers, but that's as up to him as far as if he feels that he has more to give, to the game of football outside of the Packers. And even if he leaves, I think that he's going to retire a Packer. But he's
I think he would too. He'd come back for one.
Yeah, he's a guy that's expressed his intent to retire a Packer.
Yes.
But he could be frustrated with the way things that have been handled since our Super Bowl win, which I feel like you can't blame him. It wasn't until recently, like this season, that they, drafted some wide receivers, and then I think they have the 15th pick or so, maybe 16th, yeah, somewhere right there in the middle. So, but I don't think he's gonna. He said he's not gonna hold him hostage. That he's gonna make a decision, and it's not solely relied on him, like as far as like what they plan to do and all of that stuff.
Did you hear the words he used though? I was real careful to listen. He said he would let them know, he wouldn't hold them hostage, and he would let them know before the start of the season. Well, the new league year starts in March. So is he talking about that league year season or before the season kicks off?
I hope he doesn't pull like that stuff that he did that one year. Was it last year or the year before? Yeah, when he was over there in the tropics, vacationing and all that.
So that's my thing is he talking about the league New Year begins, which is in March, is he talking about OTAs? Is he talking about training camp? Is he talking about preseason? Is he talking before the season kicks?
Yeah.
Which one of those dates? And that's the ambiguity that I think a lot of people have a problem with.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, we went through that. Come on, man. Like I've always said, I'm a Packers fan first and foremost.
Yeah.
We let go of Brett. I mean, it's what it is. Like Aaron Rodgers obviously means a lot to the franchise. One of the greatest quarterbacks that we've had, if not the greatest. But it's always hard to lose a player like that. But I mean, even still, like, come on, man. Like, we're an organization. We got to move on. Like, let us know. It would be really shitty to like not say anything and then just like bail at the last moment, because it's almost like a job. Like, you got to give your 2 weeks notice.
There's going to be
you don't have to.
There's definitely going to be some sort of mutual date that they both agree on, and they're going to say we'll both make a decision by this date. And I'm pretty sure Green Bay is going to say you're either with us or you're not by this date, and if you're not, then we're going to move forward. But I think it's going to have to be open communication on both their sides.
Yeah, as it should be.
It's amicable, whatever happens between the two parties.
Yeah. And did you see when they asked, who was it, asked for his jersey after the game?
Oh, Jamal Williams?
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to hang on to this one, which gives even more speculation.
I think he just didn't want to give it to him. I don't think Aaron is that. I think Aaron is that much of a douchebag where he's like, I don't want to give it to you. I'm going to hold on to this one.
Yeah.
And what is he going to say? Like, no, I'm not going to give it to you. He's like, I'm going to hold on to this one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And but people are going to speculate, well, is he leaving? Is he retiring? What is it? And he knows that. And so whenever he's like, to me, I can read between the bullshit.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I could be wrong.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know, man. Overall, to just have like one last, like, I was nervous there. My heart was beating, and I was telling my son, dude, I'm nervous, man. Came down to one play, and I knew we weren't going to get it because they were running all over us all game. And I knew we weren't going to get it. But that's why I like watching those games, the games that just, heart's about to jump out of your chest, games that make you feel emotion and get you all nervous and stuff like that. I really like that. But, oh, well.
Well, I've been talking to my sources, and there's a three-way trade brewing up right now. It's going to be Aaron Rodgers to the Cowboys, Dak Prescott to Seattle, and then they're going to send Geno Smith to the Packers with a second-round pick.
So it was Jameson Williams. Shout out to Mickey. Yeah, I double-checked it. No, I could.
Wes over here playing GM.
What, Aaron Rodgers going to Dallas?
Geno going to – did you say Geno going to the Packers?
Yeah. Because you're still going to start Jordan Love.
Why would you if you're the Packers, why would you want Geno Smith? Why would you take one of their first-round picks?
No, they're going to send a second-round pick. But you got to have a backup.
You want that first round. You want them early. You want that Denver Broncos pick Seattle has. That's what you want.
The first round, the Packers, they really need to get a receiver. So
I don't think so. I think Watson and Romeo Doubs are very good receivers.
Lazard sounds like he's out.
Why would he want to stay? He don't know anybody there. He don't owe anybody anything. I feel bad for Aaron Jones. That's the person I feel bad for.
Yeah.
Signed that contract. Devontae dips. Aaron dips. I would say I want to trade him.
What do you think?
Maybe he wants to go to Vegas.
What do you think Devontae does?
He's saying he's staying in Vegas.
Depends on who the quarterback is. If it's Stidham, I don't think he has a problem with Stidham. If they draft a quarterback, what if Tom Brady goes to Vegas? Why would you leave? Bro, really? It's gonna be crazy when free agency comes. Crazy. Mm. What if a trade gets done between our levels? Good.
Yeah.
What if a trade gets done where Tom goes back to New England? One last ride. Just saying. Send Mac to Tampa.
You think they're good?
Who?
I mean, Tom Brady and Belichick. Belichick just looks so angry anytime. You just see him. He looks like he doesn't want to be there. Somebody's forced him out there. He looks so fed up.
I want to see what you look like in like 10-degree weather. Let me see what you look like on camera.
I'm always just a ray of sunshine.
Sure, buddy.
I am.
Sure, buddy. You know what it is?
Let me check the chat.
If you had Wes, you're your number one landing spot for Aaron Rodgers. Let's say he requests a trade. Is it Dallas? All logic. Put logic into it.
I mean, of course, if you're a Cowboy fan, you want it to be Dallas.
What do you think is the best fit for him?
Huh?
What's the best fit for Aaron?
Best fit for him? I don't think it's in Dallas, to be honest. Best fit for him would probably be San Francisco.
Dude, how do you? Okay, so you just trade everybody away.
I mean,
you gave up three. You gave up three. You gave up 3 number ones to go get him, to get Trey Lance.
But I mean, right now, Trey Lance ain't working. If you want to fix it, if you want to pull a Rams, maybe it's there you go, another team. I mean, if McVay stays and can convince Aaron Rodgers to come out there, and because I think it sounds like Stafford ain't got much left in the tank, so he might be done. But also I don't know if that Rams offense is as good as it was in the past. It seems like they're kind of limping. I don't know.
If it was me,
there's too many things in my head.
If it was me, if I'm Aaron, I'm calling OBJ and I'm saying, let's go ride in LA. You got OBJ, you got Cooper Kupp, you got Cam Akers, you got homeboy. What's the tight end from Minnesota? What's his name? Forgot.
Tight end, Thielen?
No, Thielen's a receiver. Who's the tight end they traded? Minnesota traded the tight end.
Damn it, it's right there, dude.
Yeah, anyways. Hawkinson. No, it was Detroit that traded.
Chat screaming at us.
It's Hawkinson, I think. But he ain't go to LA. I don't know where he went. He went to the Vikings.
He went to Minnesota.
Yeah, he went to Vikings. I don't know. I'd like to see Aaron either in LA or with the Cowboys, one or the other. But OBJ needs to go with him. Wherever he goes.
Yeah.
Or he goes to Vegas.
What was you mentioned Cam Akers? What was his deal all season?
Big B. What
was
Hawkinson?
No, Cam Akers. What was his deal all season?
I think he got a little nicked up.
He didn't turn up till like the last 3 weeks, which helped me out. But
we don't know how healthy he was either in that Super Bowl game either. I mean, I know he scored a couple of times.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, he was banged up at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, it's just the injury bug, man. You don't really know how healthy these guys are, especially what they're probably playing through a lot of pain.
I mean, are these guys going to start doing like they do in the NBA and just start recruiting and going to teams together? Because I'm hearing D Hop wants, or is it done in Arizona?
Come on to Dallas. Come on to Dallas.
Bring
your rear end to Dallas.
You want everybody in Dallas.
If I got D Hop, Aaron Rodgers in Dallas, and I could trade Zeke and Dak, bye. We'll
throw in Tyron Smith too.
He can retire.
Well, I get some value for it. They think he can still play. But I'm just saying, do you think they start doing that where they're going to start calling people up?
As long as
Devontae Adams, I'm calling up Aaron Rodgers. That's my boy. Hey, D Hop, dude, don't come over here to Vegas. Me and you,
the money's got to be the guaranteed money's got to be right. That's the problem. The guaranteed money's got to be right. It is what it is. If the guaranteed money's right, guaranteed money's right. Yeah, I'm serious. Like I'm trading Dak. I'm trading Zeke. I'm trading Tyler Smith. I'm trading Gallup.
Tyler Smith?
No. Tyron Smith. Tyron. Tyron. Tyron Smith. We're trading all them bad boys, and we're going We'll go get Aaron. Aaron, we're gonna pay you $55 million for 2 years. Go get D Hop. D Hop, we're gonna pay you $22 million for 2 years. Now we're gonna make a run. And then we'll get deals done with we gotta get Diggs deal done, and then we'll wait another year, and then we're gonna get Parsons deal done. 2-year window. Go make a run.
Who's coaching that?
Sean Payton. Remember,
Bro,
remember
Fantasy Island right now.
The head coach's job. I mean, the head coaching money does not count towards the cap. And remember, the cap's going to go up next year. Do me a favor, Google 2023 NFL cap. What's that number? It's going to be like 225, 230 in that range. 225 million.
I don't know, man. Even if you do that though, you still got some holes on the other side.
It says 220 million, but it says that the question still remains.
So 220 million for the cap, 2023.
Yeah, it said it could exceed.
Could exceed, right? So we're doing 220, 225. All right, cool. What holes are on the back end?
On the other defense.
What holes? I'm asking. What holes? What holes?
I mean, there seem to be a bunch in the secondary.
Well, that's an injury with Brown. Brown's going to come back. We obviously know Bland can play. He was a 5th-round pick. Diggs can play. Hooker can play. Wilson can play. Clark can play linebacker.
I mean, they got lit up running the ball to the outside.
All they need is 2 badass defensive tackles. You can get that in the draft. You can get that first-round draft.
All right. You say so, bud. You say so.
Just let me run that damn team for 3 years. Let's see what happens. Just give me the keys. We'll make the money work. We can make the money work with cash over cap. Redo those contracts. Give them a fucking signing bonus. Cash over cap. Kick the money down the road. You can have this money apply for the 2025, 2026 seasons. Pay them a nice bonus. Lower the cap for this year and get things going. I'm just saying. Look at the teams that do it. LA did it, won a championship. Tampa Bay did it. They won a championship.
It's not Madden, bro. You just can't do things like that.
Okay. How did San Francisco get – they took 3 number ones, go get Trey Lance. They lucked out and kept Garoppolo, although they had to pay his ass. Then you get CMC from Carolina. Debo's there. Ayuk's there. You got Kittle there. I mean, come on, bro.
We're talking about the Dallas Cowboys. They don't do things like that. Do you not?
Because Jerry Jones is not creative with the money. That's why. These other younger GMs, they're creative with the money. And here's the thing.
Who's our GM?
What?
Who's our GM?
Jerry Jones.
All right, so we might as well move on to the next subject. It ain't happening. You just dreaming, bro.
I'm not dreaming. I'm talking it into existence, sir. I'm trying to put that energy in there. I'm trying to be about it.
Jerry watches this show every week.
No, he does not, because he would be offended.
Yes, he does, and he's not listening. He already said, Paul. You know what he said? He said, Wes, tell Paul he ain't shit. I don't know what we're talking about.
Hey, you know what? I hope to God he said that, because if that man knew my name, that means I'm one step closer to getting things done in Dallas if they let me, which they're not going to.
He knows about you.
Yeah, right.
Him and Damon, they talk about you.
Good Lord have mercy.
Teams with the biggest cap space. Bears, Falcons, Giants, Patriots.
Oh, shit.
Top 4. Yeah, I know.
They know. They know the answers. They know the answers to the questions.
I know.
And does Chicago have a young general manager? Yes, they do. I'm just saying, we need to get with the times. Stephen Jones got to go. Jerry Jones, sorry, sir, got to go.
That ain't happening.
Give it to one of your grandsons who's like under 40, and let them rock it out. I'm just saying, let them rock it out. They've been in the business since they were 10. Had to have been, because that's when I started watching the Cowboys, when I was 10. That means if they're around my age, let's go to work. Let's get creative with the money. Let's bring in the big names like they did when there wasn't a cap in the mid-90s. Brought over Charles Haley, brought over Dion, Coach Prime, at the time, Prime Time, got Irv, Alvin Harper, Emma Smith.
Dude, they if you talk to Jerry and you talk to Steven, they are happy with the guys they have on the field. They believe in those guys that are on the field, and they think that they can do the work with the coaching staff that they have and that put together. Believe that they can get these guys ready to do something.
Let me ask you a question, Wes. If that were to be true, would they be extremely upset Tuesday morning if they lost Monday night?
They're probably not going to be upset.
You don't think Jerry's going to be angry?
Dude, I don't think they're going to be upset. Were they upset we lost to the 49ers? No.
I don't know. Apparently they were, according to a lot of the local reporters. They said that everybody was on edge in the rooms whenever Jerry would walk in.
Dude, all Jerry wants to do is possibly win so he can get a home game so he can charge the fans more money.
You damn right about that. You know what?
More money.
I ain't got nothing to say on that one. You hands down right. Hands down. But he ain't going to give no money to that new child.
So is that his?
I don't know. Inquiring minds want to know.
Wes, you think it's his?
Yeah, it's his because he paid for the woman to be quiet. I don't think it's a question. It ain't his.
Allegedly.
She wants to get the test so she can start getting paid. Allegedly. Instead of her mama just getting paid.
Allegedly. Make sure you put that in there. I ain't getting deposed for your old nonsense, your insolence.
Look, I'm not saying anything that ain't facts. Did he not pay the lady to be quiet?
I didn't see the transaction. I don't know.
Did he pay the lady to be quiet?
I don't know. I didn't see the transaction.
That's what they said.
Who reported it? You better have a source, Jack. That's all I got to say.
All right. Okay.
If it happened, I'm sure I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't say it didn't happen. I wasn't there at conception, and I wasn't there at the transaction, and I wasn't there at the deposit neither. So I don't know. But I've been known. Dude. I've heard Jerry's been known. Him and Damon be running with them certified Deshaun Watsons.
Why are you talking dirty, man?
Certified Cardi B's. So like I say, I'm just trying to say an innuendo so that people can put that frame into that category. And I never said it, but I insinuated it. Is right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's our precursor to getting off the rails. 8:59. Give us 3 minutes. We'll come back, and we're going to jump the tracks off the train or jump the train off the tracks. Something like that. Flip it, turn it around.
Flip it and reverse it.
Yeah, and bop it, and squeeze it, and twist it.
That's where Wes comes in.
Wes! We'll be back. Appreciate y'all watching. back, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Paul Rodriguez Show. New information just released 3 hours ago. SB Nation is reporting that the Dallas Cowboys will wear navy jerseys with white pants Monday night versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let me go ahead and change my pick, please. I took Dallas. I need to change my pick. This information was not divulged at the appropriate time. This is.
Tell them, Wes.
Nope.
Do they not? No. Do they just like not understand? They wore navy against Washington last Sunday. Did you just not forget that? Last time Dallas wore navy in a playoff game, Wes, do you remember?
That's a bad like. I can't remember, but my mom always told me. The navy blue that's the bad luck jersey.
2003. Do you want to know when they wore the jersey before that in a playoff game? 1982. I don't believe Dallas has ever won a playoff game wearing navy. What the hell is Jerry Jones thinking?
He's not.
That
you want Sean Payton to come on down to Dallas? That's what it seems like. You wear navy against Tampa Bay. When Tampa's home jersey is their crimson and pewter, and you're going to wear navy and white. You're going to wear your white jersey is your away jersey and your home jersey. Why not just keep it white?
Did they get to, I mean, like, what are your options as far as, like, jersey? Like, you can wear whatever. Like,
just you wear whatever the home team wants. Usually they're going to wear red for Tampa, and the away team is going to wear white of their jersey.
Yeah. It's usually how it is.
That's how it usually works. Yeah. Or if you're why not wear your icy white uniform, your all whites, if you're going to wear white pants?
But maybe is Tampa Bay not wearing white?
Not now. They never wear white. They rarely wear white at home.
That's usually the away team.
Except Dallas.
That's probably a move by Tom Brady.
I would love to know who made that decision.
Probably Tom Brady.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. And all those games that Dallas wore navy in the playoffs, they lost. All the way back to 1973.
Damn.
1982, they lost to Washington. 1973, no, that wasn't 1973. 1983. That's the immaculate exception.
Yeah, I think Jerry knows he can't win, so he's like, "Hey, you know what? Let's wear navy. We lose, we go, oh, hey, we wore the navy ones, man. You know they're bad luck. Hey, sorry."
They should have like a fan vote. Like, hey, the fans vote what we wear. That'd be pretty cool.
It looks like in the 1970, Roger Staubach was a quarterback against the Rams. For all of you folks who were around in the 1970s with Roger Staubach, when they played the Rams, if y'all could tell us the year, that would be great. It's got to be sometime in the 70s. This is just absolute.
So you're that disappointed?
Yeah, I'm pretty disappointed.
You think the color of their jerseys impacts their play?
I think it's some sort of mental block that for some reason has a little bit of a control over Dallas Cowboy players. I don't know what it is.
I could see that.
I don't know. It shouldn't matter because it's just a jersey. It shouldn't matter. But didn't Tom make him do this the first game of the season? Did they wear blue?
Hey, I don't know, but quick question.
Uh-huh.
What's the difference between Dallas blue and hillbilly blue?
I don't know what hillbilly blue is.
I don't know. It was a comment made in the the comment section. It said, "Is it Dallas blue or hillbilly blue?" I don't know what that is. Is hillbilly blue more blue jean blue? I don't know.
That's a good question. I don't know.
All right. Just trying to figure it out.
It's looking like Hillbilly Blue was a cartoon, and it was also a song or album by Billy Oxkid. Little fun fact for you. Yeah, what a cartoon by Hillbilly Blue. Yeah. Your Papa Romeo will be informing us very soon.
Week 1.
Paul's devastated. Damn.
No, I'm just trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out 2022. No, they wore whites because they played in Dallas. But in 2021, last year's first game of the year, they made Dallas wear blue.
What's the NFL's infatuation with Dallas versus Tom Brady and the Bucs?
Viewers, bro. The people that want to see Dallas lose are going to tune in, and the people that want to see Dallas win are going to tune in.
True.
It's just pretty much how it goes.
Yeah. Dallas is always going to be top rated. It's not because people like them, it's because people want to watch them lose. Yeah. And everybody's going to be enjoying Monday. They're going to be so excited to watch the debacle.
There's going to be probably about – it's probably going to be about – I don't know. Wes, what do you think the population that don't like Dallas Cowboys? Is it 50-50 split, or do you think it may be different?
I mean, if you look at it, I mean, it's probably going to be more than 50 if you're talking about that don't like them, because just think about it.
True.
Dallas is disliked by every team in the NFL. So, I mean, with the Dallas is the – I'm not saying they're the Yankees, but they're kind of like the Yankees where they're not liked. You either love the Cowboys or you hate them.
You don't think so? I think it's like that.
Like what?
You either love them or you hate them. There's no in between.
No, I'm saying I don't think that. I said the Yankees, but like obviously they don't have the titles like the Yankees.
Gotcha.
So that's what I'm saying. But baseball's been around a lot longer. But also, though, the Yankees have been, been playing better over the last 26 years.
True. All right. I appreciate everybody tuning in. For those here, for those late, thank y'all for tuning in and jumping in. This is the part of the show where we kind of go off the rails a little bit. I didn't think we were going to talk about the uniform selections, but because I saw it break on social media, I was like, I guess we got to bring this up because I instantly wanted to change my pick as soon as I saw what
Seriously?
colors. As soon as I read it, I'm like, Dallas will wear navy. I'm like, all right, well, can I change my pick?
Like, you're not just saying that?
No, I can't change it. I'm not going to.
I know, but like if you could, you would.
If I could, I'd definitely change. Like, yeah, I'm going to go and pick Tampa. And I don't know. And here's the other thing, too. The spread changed. It went from 3 points for Dallas to -2.5 now. So somebody's obviously betting heavily on Tampa Bay. And why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you bet Tampa +3 when it's a home game? Yeah. Makes sense to me.
Hey, I'll let you switch your pick if I can switch my pick.
Which pick is that?
On the Dallas game.
You want to take Dallas now?
Oh,
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take Dallas too then.
What? No. You want to switch? We'll switch.
You good? I'll let you switch yours, but I'm not gonna switch mine.
Oh, I won't switch then.
Yeah, because he wants to have that leg up in case with the
leg
records.
Up on what?
You want the regular season crown? I mean the postseason crown.
No, that's fine. I'm not LeBron. I'm not chasing
Lies.
This is some bullshit.
I just gave you the option to change it, and you said no, I don't want to. And the only reason why you would want to is so that you would have an advantage if Dallas won or lost.
Oh man, I was just, I don't know, just seeing you give up on my team kind of hurts my feelings more than
I did not give up on anybody.
I don't know. It just sounds different when it comes from you.
That's the way. I bet the way you're interpreting the way my doubt for Dallas is the way I hear it from you, and so I think that's why I push back on you so much.
Yeah.
Anyway,
kind of hurt my feelings.
Any other sports topics before we get off the rails? 9:19 at the moment.
Sports topics.
No.
I mean,
did y'all see the way too early? Did y'all see the way too early top 25 college football?
mm-hmm.
Anything jump out at y'all?
Way too early.
UTSA jumped out to me.
Yeah.
They were I think they were like 22nd. Way too early. I think that was something that jumped out to me pretty good on that part. Texas was like 16.
Yeah.
Which they're kind of always middle of the pack when it comes out with the way too early.
This is according to ESPN.
That's what they say.
Okay.
So it looks like I don't put a lot into those, especially this early. I don't put a lot into those.
Other news in college football: Zach Calzada, formerly of A&M and formerly of Auburn, has committed to play football at Incarnate Word. Fall from grace. Long fall.
Hey, it might be good for him though, man. I mean, hey, everybody's not gonna make it to the NFL. Why not go down there and do it? Hey, some fun.
In other news, Texas State Bobcat news, Malik Hornsberry, formerly of the Arkansas Razorback, 4-star recruit out of Missouri City, has transferred to Texas State University. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be fun for Bobcat fans. We've never had a guy that good of a player. Now where we play, that'll be up to new coach. 4-star kid coming in, big time.
Dude, I misunderstood you when you said that earlier. I didn't know you were talking about Texas State when you said he was going.
Yeah.
When you started. I was thinking the University of Texas, but no, that's great. Going to San Marcos.
Yeah,
that's
Texas.
He will stay a quarterback, and he'll do some damage. That dude's got ridiculous speed, so he'll make some plays. Especially teams are gonna have to probably load up the box against him, and he'll hit wide open receivers. But that dude he's a danger to take it to the house anytime he touches the ball. He's that fast.
Yeah, I remember watching him a little bit. He has 4 years left of eligibility, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm trying to think about if there's anything else. James,
what's up?
Still recovering?
I'm good, man. I mean, it is what it is. I'm gonna beat myself too much. What I am recovering from is my fantasy football.
So what happened with fantasy football?
Well, unfortunately, the events of last Monday led to me being co-champion.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So a quick backstory on me: I've been playing fantasy football for a little over 11 years. I know it's long for me, but for some of y'all, it's not as long. But I've never been champion. I've been in one league. Played my first year with that one league. We've been going for over 11 years. We have a championship trophy.
Yeah.
Get their nameplates on it for every champion. Never been champion. I've been to Super Bowl twice, back-to-back years. And so coming over here last Monday, I told my girl, and I was so stressed. Fantasy football is so stressing for me.
Okay.
I don't know how it is for others, but because I want to win, and it sounds ridiculous. Something that keeps me up at night. Not really, but what I mean is it's something that bugs the fuck out of me.
Right.
I pride myself on knowing my shit. You know what I mean? And so, a fantasy football championship kind of means like, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. And so going into last week's game, Monday night, I needed Joe Burrow to score at least 11 points, I think it was. And he hadn't scored any less than like 12 or 15 for the season. So I told my girl coming over here, and I was like, I think I got it locked. But I was like, I'm not satisfied. I don't feel comfortable claiming victory just yet. I was like, I have it in the bag unless a freak accident happens. I literally told her that over and over again. Right. But I was talking about like Joe Burrow going out there and getting hurt. I did not expect like anybody else for this, the Damar Hamlin situation incident to, nobody predicted that. It's unfortunate, but the player does go first, the athlete goes first, for a fantasy football title or a game or a win or anything like that.
Of course.
But once we're over that, and then you come to me, it's like it sucks, dude. I had it ripped away. I'm co-champion. I'm not satisfied with that, and I was pissed off. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? I get up and go to work the next day like I gotta go. It's just crazy because it means a lot to me. You know what I mean?
I see that,
and so it is what it is, man. I've told my buddies. I have a couple buddies that were champions. They're sending me their shit just because they were champions and they were just giving me their shit. And I was like, yeah, it must be nice, but we'll be back next year, man. Yeah.
Did you have another player?
Get a champion in here.
Did you have another player that could have gotten you over the hump?
If I would have played my cards correctly, yes. Okay. But I mean, the situation, it is what it was, Right. And yeah.
And you're just talking about like the business side about it. You're not talking about the human element. You're taking that part out.
Yeah, for sure. I have to because, I'm not an ass.
Sure.
Depends on who you ask.
Sure about that.
Since we're off the rails, I did take my kids to see that Megan movie on
Interesting.
Sunday.
How was that?
I went in with zero expectations, and it was good. I mean, I was like, oh, this is a good movie. My kids enjoyed it. It's PG-13.
A little scary.
Yeah. But
what is it?
It's called Megan. It's basically Chucky, but a modern day and a female.
Yeah, no, that's great.
But isn't it like AI?
Yeah, it's AI and it's a robot. It's pretty crazy. It's a fun watch, if you're into that kind of stuff.
It's not like Ex Machina. It's not like that.
Never seen it.
You see this one, but you haven't seen Ex Machina?
Come on, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it was before your time.
No, it's not. I hear Joe Rogan talking about it all the time, and I heard that one's too.
I talk about it, and then screw Paul. It doesn't mean anything.
But it was good. Had a good weekend with the kids and all that stuff. Quit drinking sodas for the new year.
Okay.
It's been going well. I've had some cravings, but I've been holding strong. And also, like, we used to like go out and eat like almost every day at lunch for work. And I've like cut that out, just trying to save some money and also just eat a little bit healthier. And I started running again.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying.
But self-improvement.
Yeah, I don't want it to be like a New Year's thing. I want it to. I just have a hard time getting started, and I'm trying to drink more water. So.
Good.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Wes, how was your weekend, man? Everything good on your end?
I mean, kind of the same as James. I mean, I didn't take no kids to see no creepy movie about dogs. But, just trying to get back into the regular swing of thing, get out of that holiday mode, getting back in the gym. Luckily, right now, man, the gym's not overcrowded with these people with their New Year's resolution of getting in shape. But, I know college football season is done and NFL is coming to an end, but I'm still excited about basketball. It's getting revved up, man. I know I'm gonna probably go see Kansas play TCU when that's coming out, and just man, it's been good. But I see that they're doing a house party. No, bruh.
Who is?
No more house party. They're doing a house party movie. LeBron James has something to do with it, so I'm already like.
You talking about with Kid and Play?
No, not with Kid and Play. They're doing a house party movie. They're doing, just
is that the two dudes who break into LeBron's house?
This is out already.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's out, but
yeah,
I'm just saying. I didn't know. I didn't hear about this until a couple of days ago. I just couldn't believe that they're doing it.
Okay, so it has nothing. It has nothing to do with the house party movies from the 80s.
I don't know if it does, but I don't know. It has nothing to do with it.
I don't know. I'm asking. I don't have no idea.
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I don't know anything about it. I just know it's called House Party.
Okay.
It's about throwing a house party, and that just when you think of house party, what do you think about? Kid and play.
Kid and play.
A DC on the cast. LeBron James and DC Young Fly. He's like a comedian, and the other ones are unrecognizable to me.
All right.
Andrew Santino.
Really?
Yeah,
he's in it.
There, yeah.
Token. Here's what it is. Here's what it is, bro. Wes getting all offended. Are you offended, Wes?
I'm not offended. I just, some people don't like that stuff. You got to be careful around people, man. They are sensitive.
Okay. Wow. Are you one to talk? Are you speaking from experience?
What? Making fun of people? You gotta watch out making fun of people, man. I used to do it too much, man. But people, as you get older, man, people get really sensitive, especially if you're picking on nothing. Nothing.
It's
I'm not gonna say it.
I know shorter.
I know. I watched John Wick Saturday. I don't know why. I was on HBO, John Wick 2.
Okay.
And yeah, man, I just kind of rewatched that. And I was like, that's a good one. I don't think they should have made any more, but apparently they're making a new one with Ana de Armas. Bro.
You were on HBO?
I'm not on it, but I watched it.
Oh, well, that's what you said. You were like, I was on HBO, and I was like, oh.
I'm sorry. I meant to say I was searching on HBO is what I intended to say.
So you're HBO Max subscriber?
Through my cable provider, yeah.
Oh, okay. HBO channel.
Yeah, but I have the login, so I can use HBO Max apps, the app on the devices.
I help your buddy out. Come on, man.
If you don't ASK, you don't GET. I'm just saying. Somebody taught me that a long time ago in business. If you don't ASK, you don't GET.
All right.
You better shoot your shot. Anyways, getting back to my...
Can't get a raise?
Getting back to my... we'll take it under advisement. So back to John Wick, and I was like, I didn't know that there's a spinoff coming called Ballerina with Ana de Armas, and beautiful actress, beautiful, and yeah. So apparently, she's doing a spinoff of the John Wick series. So I'm interested to see how that's going to come out and see kind of what it would be like. I hope it's nothing too corny, but with her in it, I'll definitely go watch. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
If you don't know, now you know.
Okay.
She played Marilyn Monroe in like some movie.
I don't like Marilyn Monroe.
Do you know that she was raised in Mexico?
Who?
Marilyn Monroe.
No, I did not.
Yeah.
You don't like Marilyn Monroe?
It's a rumor.
Not really.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't grow up during that time.
Hater.
I'm just saying.
You knew her?
It's not that.
I know that she was raised in Mexico.
Fan of her, but I mean,
so that's enough for you to like her?
Yeah.
I just.
Okay,
but you just can't say you don't like her.
Hold on. Put it like this: if you guys had a daughter, and she was like, "Oh, Dad, like I want Marilyn Monroe like posters and like watching like," would you
fully covered? Yes, that's fine.
Would you approve of your daughter looking up to Marilyn Monroe as
over
a role
Kim
model?
Kardashian, yes.
As a role model?
Over Kim Kardashian, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Stop the show.
I'm not.
Showstopper!
Hey, we're off the rails, baby.
Like, apparently. Yes, apparently. Yeah. See, Mickey knows what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you got a lot of useful information.
Of course he knows what's up. He's like 3 feet tall.
How dare you?
Man.
The unmitigated gall.
Okay. Do I need to scroll up on these comments?
Hey, man. Out of sight, out of mind. What can I say? If I can't see you.
Y'all tell me not to make fun of short people, and now y'all doing it. So,
but see, we're clever about it. You just go right into it. I hate to be short, wouldn't it? I hate to be short.
Yeah.
What? I mean, it wouldn't be fun.
When I get see James, I'm gonna lift him up 5 feet off the ground.
It's all right. Wes gonna have to get a bacchiotomy. I gotta get a bacchiotomy.
I'm not gonna lift anybody. I don't need to lift anybody. Too old.
Hey, I saw your gym partner on TV yesterday, right before that ass whooping by Georgia.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Tony. Tony.
I saw him in New York.
See, look at this dude jet setting all across the United States. Just saying.
You see Dion?
Prime. Yeah, I did.
All right, Dion.
Recruiting.
He was like, I don't know, ESPN put a whole little video. So I wonder when, like, did you see the same video I saw when he's there and he's like, he's soaking it all in and he's like, man, we got to get here for the players, for the coaches. Did you see that?
Is that on Well-Off Media or was that on ESPN?
ESPN?
I didn't see that part.
And I'm like, I don't know. I always think like behind the production of the content, and I'm like, is somebody like following him around and like?
He has a whole social media team.
Yeah,
his son runs it.
Yeah. I did hear that, which is pretty cool. And then, but then like, I mean, the content ends up on ESPN. You know, I mean,
I'm sure they licensed it. That's probably what happened. Because as far as I know, he owns all of his content.
Yeah.
Well, his son's company owns it. Well-Off Media. I'm sure they just licensed it. But you know how they shoot it? They got one DSLR and the rest they use iPhone Pro. For literally. I'm just like, dude, your audio. They're getting the audio from the DSLR, obviously. But yeah.
Nice.
All right, gentlemen, anything before we get out of here?
Did you see the Pittsburgh Steelers celebration?
Which one?
The sack celebration. I know we talked a lot of noise about the guy from who was it? He was celebrating while
Snow Angels.
While Foles was hurt.
Kayvon Thibodeau.
Yeah. So then just this Sunday or whatever this weekend, somebody for the Steelers got a sack and they did the CPR and
Oh, I did see that. I didn't see the penalty though.
Yeah, I don't know if they got a penalty. They were just saying it like that's kind of classless to do.
It's kind of it's a bad optic for the week after. But yeah.
Like
I heard did you hear do I want to? Yeah, I'll do it. I don't care. Did y'all see Cam Hayward on To Catch a Predator?
Seriously?
What?
Go three screen. Yeah, you didn't see Cam Hayward on To Catch a Predator. Cam Hayward was he was on To Catch a Predator, and basically a scene where it has Cam Hayward tackling Deshaun Watson with an aggressive sack.
I did not. Why are they giving him so much shit?
Why did that go over your head?
I don't know.
Wes got it. That's why he made that face.
Yeah, I saw that. Man, I don't know. It's kind of. Did you hear Bernie Kosar? So betting just became legal in Ohio.
Yeah, sports
Bernie
betting.
Kosar, he's a. I guess he's with the organization some kind of way. He does their their local play-by-play.
Oh,
which
okay.
I didn't know that his daughter is a porn star. I didn't know that either. But anyway, they opened up legal gambling in Ohio. He works for, I guess, the organization kind of. And so he made a bet on the Browns. And right after he made the bet, they fired him.
Why did they fire him?
Because he made the bet on the Browns.
So what? He's not playing.
What are you talking about, dude? Miles Austin just got suspended 1 year because he bet on something non-NFL.
Okay, I got a question. For the Bernie Kosar. Does the broadcast that he works for, are they owned by the NFL?
It must be.
Because if they are, then yes, he's violating NFL policy. Because if you're an employee of the NFL, you cannot bet on NFL games. So if it almost seems like either they are or Bernie needs to lawyer up.
It don't seem like you can bet on anything if you associate with the NFL. If they're suspending Miles Austin for 1 year for betting on non-NFL games.
But who's Miles Austin? Is he a player?
He's a
Miles Austin is a assistant coach.
Jets receivers coach.
Oh yeah, well then maybe you can't bet on anything then. Yeah.
Because I mean, like
they had to have received a memo that they can't make any sports bets.
Oh yeah, they should know.
They should know.
Especially with what's his name getting suspended?
Calvin Ridley?
Yes. How do you not know?
How would you not?
I mean, he's a player, but also, I mean, you're employed by the NFL,
yeah,
right?
You should have the same rules that apply to the player should apply to everybody. Administrative staff, support staff, coaches, executives, it should apply to everybody.
Yeah. I guess the thing is like
why would you have something to do for you?
Exactly.
Yeah. I guess the thing is, especially like if you're, I don't know if he was betting on like his own team or anything like that, but it's if you are, you know, like you could easily like, you know, you can like influence the game, you know. I don't know.
Well, the dude that bet on his own team is a announcer. You know, this is a dude that hadn't played in a year. He's not on the coaching staff or anything. He's just an announcer. And
right.
What he was really trying to do was just bring in betting because it just became new in Ohio. But I guess he didn't think it through. Miles Austin, they saying he bet on a non-NFL team. So that means what that tells me is that it had nothing to do with the NFL, big college or whatever. But they're suspending him a year.
It sounds like everybody needs to read the rules or ask somebody who knows what you can and can't do with sports betting because it sounds like they didn't have enough information apparently.
Yeah, what it says here, it says the NFL suspended Miles Austin for wagering from a legal mobile account on table games and non-NFL professional sports. Miles did not wager on any NFL game in violation of the gambling policy for NFL personnel. He has been fully cooperative with the NFL's investigation, and he is appealing his suspension. That's according to his attorney.
What website did you get that from?
ESPN.
Okay. All right. Well, it is what it is. If you have a relationship with the NFL, see, but I don't understand that. If you have a relationship with the NFL and you have a sports show and your sports show is sponsored by a sports book, how does that relationship, like, how does that work? You know, I don't get that. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Comment real quick. Mattress Mac actually lost like 3.5 milli.
Y'all know he leverages that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So he didn't lose.
Yeah.
So just so you like it's he's got a system. Mattress Mac has a system. He don't lose.
Well, he's seen the money he won.
Yeah.
That's like throwing
raise the price of mattresses.
That's like throwing 3 pennies out the window for me.
I guess so. It's a lot more than that for me.
Yeah. Well, not like I have that money, but you know, to him.
Sure. The relativity, I get it. All right, let's wrap this bad boy up, put a bow on it, get out of Dodge. We'll be back next Tuesday so that we can all enjoy the Monday night game. We're either going to enjoy it or we're going to really, really be upset. But I'm riding with the Cowboys and their stupid navy blue jerseys. So it is what it is. James?
We'll see y'all next week. I'll be here.
I'll be here. By hook or by crook. Wes?
Oh, man. Just, yeah. Hey, good to see you guys again. And hope everybody's doing well, man.
You got a mixtape coming out, James? Rubbing your hands together?
Rolling that Play-Doh worm.
Oh, jeez. All right.
That Play-Doh snake.
We appreciate everybody in the comments. Papa Romeo, Carla, King James, Mickey. We had a couple other people in there I had not seen before. I'm pretty sure they're fans of a certain individual in this trio. It's not me and it's not James. Somebody wants to score.
Make sure you subscribe.
We appreciate that. Leave a like if you're enjoying the show. Share it if you feel the urge. Next week, Monday night, Dallas Cowboys visiting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for an opportunity to move on to the divisional round. We appreciate y'all watching. And as always, love yourself, love your neighbors. We appreciate y'all. See you next week.